The following podcast is intended for comedic purposes and is not meant to bully or harass our selected subjects. The names have been changed to protect the innocent. Any similarities between our stories and actual persons, living or dead, are purely coincidental. Also, there's a lot of fucking swearing, so no kids allowed.
Hello, and welcome to... I know, these intros are the most asinine part, because we always forget to do them. We're always like, oh, let's just dive in. Everyone knows who we are. There's no need for that.
No one knows dick. All right.
No one knows anything. So welcome to the Razzie episode of Unofficial Biography. I'm Matt, I'm your host. Amira's here.
Yes.
Enthusiastically. Felicia's here.
Whoop whoop.
And PJ's here. What?
Not.
Good day.
Good day.
Should have
just crunched on a chip.
Yeah. If you haven't heard that intro yet, you will.
It's a whole mess.
It's next level.
Off to a rough
And
God.
Can't even. Alright, so this one, it's pretty much the same formula for the Oscars, except the only thing is we're going to change it 10 seconds of the trailer. So for those who didn't watch the Oscar one, what we did was watch the trailer for movies that were nominated for Oscars and gave them, nominated them for awards based on what we saw in the 5 seconds. We are changing it to 10 seconds just because there wasn't a lot of material to work from, and it was like pulling teeth. Like baby teeth.
But they all
To
have,
make
like,
a doll.
so many nominations,
Because that's a thing.
I was so hoping we would plug that.
Speaking of which, this podcast is brought to you by that creepy doll that makes you, like, put your children's teeth in
Okay,
them.
you put your lost baby's teeth in there so they can keep them forever. It's a cherishable thing between parent and child.
That is not right.
Nothing's more scarring than having your own teeth. I mean, like, you've already got the scarring factor of, like, your own teeth falling out. And children are often very off-put. I personally was just like, oh yes, this means money from the tooth fairy, so I'ma yank these bitches out. But some children are really off-put by, like, their teeth falling out and all the blood and shit. So what better way to scar them than to put it in a fucking bear?
Disagree. I loved losing my teeth.
It also is your own teeth smiling back at you. Like,
Yeah.
that is a whole thing.
You know we're getting you that now.
It's
No,
I already
Amira-
told her she's getting
I'm
it.
You're
not
already-
using it.
Yeah,
Well,
you are.
I'm not gonna
Getting
scar
to
my
see
child.
your bones, how awesome. Without
Ugh.
getting injured, nice. Them bones,
Turn it
them
into-
bones, them.
Dry bones.
Okay.
But yeah, so does it have a name? Is there a name for those things? If we're gonna plug
I don't know.
them?
Someone find one and then bring me one.
I didn't
If you get me
realize
one,
we
I'll
were
pull out
doing
my
a
own teeth.
commercial.
Yeah, no, it's a
We're
thing.
not going to Google the name. Someone bring it to us.
We're plugging it. Anybody
Plugging it.
who knows about them, please feel free to let us know. Anyway, we're gonna, I guess, dive into the first one.
Oh, fucking
Oh
yes.
my god. It's either called the Tooth Monster
Yes.
or
Still on that.
a Fuggler.
A Fuggler? Okay, yes. Today's episode is brought to you by Fugglers.
Fuckers, Toys R Us.
Now available at Toys R Us.
I hope so.
And in your nightmares.
now available, courtesy of your nightmares, now available in your waking nightmares.
I'm very excited for these movies.
Yeah,
Fucking love it.
I'm 90% sure I changed all of the orders from what we decided on before, but whatever.
Meh.
I don't think anybody remembered them. It's
No.
been a while. Yeah, so if we're ready,
Yeah.
So 10 seconds.
Already best hits.
10 seconds. So first movie up for nomination. What is it actually nominated for? Worst comedy?
Snatched.
The
Snatched?
Razzies are confusing, so I forgot what they're all nominated for.
Cool, it doesn't matter.
Google it. You're on a computer right now. Just Google it.
Yeah, that's your responsibility. I'm not
Not
here
your
to
mom.
teach you anything. Except for what Fugglers are.
Yeah, that's fair.
One lesson per episode. Okay, so Snatched and 10 seconds.
Mom, it feels like you're putting a roll on just here when you need it here. Let's go out tonight.
Hair, makeup, boobs, we're going out.
Emily, I am not going out.
Okay.
She looks awful in that bathing suit, and I don't want to be that person that's in
Worst
awful bathing
application of sunscreen.
suit. I was gonna say.
Also, like, because it doesn't work, her face is real red, and the rest of her is, like, nice and pasty.
She tanned already, and then they put it on. I was gonna say worst application of semen, but I'll leave it for the...
Also, anybody notice the banana hammock on the guy behind her? That, like, bright lime
What?
green. Look at that lime green thing in the background. Best banana hammock.
highest banana hammock is that it's
thought we were doing
Disgusting.
Oh, wait, no,
best.
it's worst. It's worst. It's gotta be worst. That's the other rule. It's gotta be the worst.
because that is right.
Worst
Am-
banana hammock.
Am I still allowed to use most?
As
If
long as
it's
it's the
followed up by, like,
Most worst.
disgusting?
most
Yeah,
disgusting. Yes, most disgusting.
Most disgusting display of dickage.
Of
Yeah.
dickage.
That's true. That's
On
not
Amy Schumer.
That wasn't from
Wow.
Amy Schumer.
worst.
Like, worst paycheck grab for Goldie Hawn.
Yeah. Also, come on, Amy Schumer. I mean, I know this is really at her level, but still.
Worst excuse for like a Caribbean vacation.
Is that where they are?
Probably. I don't know. It feels very...
There's no minority servants in the background, so I can't tell where they're supposed to
Well,
be.
there aren't any servants in the background.
Yeah, but you know when there's like a lot of black, it's like, oh, they're either in Jamaica or the Bahamas or something, or if there's a guy called like Pedro, you know, it's like probably Mexico.
We haven't got to the part where they're probably... Like, eventually Amy Schumer is gonna fuck the help. So, like, it's just... We haven't seen that part
I
yet.
called it the help awful. But true. But true.
The
She calls him the help the whole time. She screams the help in bed. Sorry.
Who's
that's-
that actress's name? The
that's
old
not
one?
a word.
Goldie Hawn.
Goldie Hawn?
Yeah.
I know, it sounds
Worst
made up,
plastic
right?
surgery on a aging starlet.
Really?
That's not true. Gina Davis.
Wow.
Does Donatella Versace count? 'Cause
Well,
I keep
is
bringing
Gina
her up.
Davis
Oh, no, okay.
nominated for anything?
That's fair.
Oh,
okay.
that's
yeah.
right. Yeah.
Gina who?
Gina who?
Worst discount, Jason Momoa.
Oh, yeah.
That man bun is
That's
pretty...
pretty bad, man bun.
And I love that he's probably Italian. I mean, he's got the little, like, pendant locket
I mean,
thing.
I'd fuck him, so probably. But that's a good
What
point.
wouldn't you fuck?
That's a good question. I'll ask my therapist. Just kidding, I didn't go to therapy.
Because she tried fucking him.
I wish.
Do we need to rewatch it again?
Yes.
I would also like to nominate almost everybody in this scene for worst potential for Raccoon Tan.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. All the
Also,
sunglasses are terrible.
I'm gonna say worst diversity cast in another country.
That's also true. These are the whitest people. That's why I just assumed it's like a vacation spot.
Yeah, like, sure, you're allowed to go on vacation altogether. I just mean, you know, there's nobody from the place that you're at. Go ahead.
Alright, so we'll revisit the 10 seconds.
Oh my god, that guy looks like a monster in the background. Ugh.
It feels like you're putting it on. I'm just here when you need it here. Let's go outside.
Hair, makeup, boobs. We're going out.
Emily, I am not going out.
Okay, so Goldie Hawn is like worst dress for a beachside vacation. Like, she's wearing so much clothes.
That's very true.
Worst-
I know we're not supposed to do best, but best lever spots.
Aw. Worst Amish bathing suit.
That is pretty
That's
bad.
Also, were those two scenes supposed to cut together where she put on all that sunscreen and then sat down? Because where did the sunscreen go in the 2 seconds she sat down?
Okay, A and
Worst
B.
cut shots?
I know
Cut
we already talked about her worst bathing suit, right? Because you notice like the top doesn't match the bottom, and that bothers me to no end when it's a bathing suit.
because the carpets don't match the drapes, of course.
Like a floral print top and then like a gray bottom. Like, what the fuck?
At the beach, too. Just wear a bathing suit like a normal
They
person.
come in sets. Like,
Oh, yeah.
This is like an effort to make it not match.
Well, let's look at Amy Schumer's bathing suit. I would say worst mismatched duo. That seems like a best. Oh well, worst mismatched duo.
Worst
Is it
mismatched
worst-
duos are breast
Worst bathing
implants.
suit for mismatched
Yeah.
pieces.
I'm sorry, I mean she looks awful in this. She like can wear things that look nice, but this is like most unflattering body shot. Like, come on, man.
I don't know. Is
Everyone's
that?
got rolls in that position, so I wouldn't sit like that. No, look at the girl beside her. She's definitely trying to fuck that Jason Momoa dude. She looks bomb. She's probably not even that pretty, but just sit better, you know?
You mean the chick that's like blending into the...
Into the chair.
Right.
Exactly.
Fucking
That's how you
pasty
should
ass
sit.
legs.
Well, yeah. Worst ghost.
Worst ghost.
Worst beachside ghost.
I'll give her that.
Do we think we have enough?
I think so.
I feel like Snatch I feel like that's all we're gonna get. That was not a lot of footage. Even the 5 seconds of that wouldn't have been that much better.
It's fair. What
Next
movie-
up,
oh,
Transformers 5: The Last Night.
God. I thought they
Will
stopped
this be the
making
last one, though?
Probably.
No.
Actually, yes and no.
Oh, fuck.
these. They're rebooting the series because what kids want is more Transformers with younger people.
Yes.
Yes.
But there's
Bring back
one more
Shia
movie
LaBeouf.
coming out.
Bring back Shia LaBeouf. He's the best part of the whole thing.
Actual cannibal Shia LaBeouf.
Just watched that the other day. Oh my god, it's my favorite thing. It's so ridiculous. I love it.
I don't know what you're talking about.
The Shia LaBeouf cannibal musical. Like, just your face right now. It's just, like,
I'm
dead.
impressed.
No, because you haven't heard of the banana hammock song. Everyone knows this one. Oh God, I hate the internet. It's just Instagram. That's it, guys. Come on.
Right off the bat, emptiest fucking, like, stadium. Emptiest.
Is that not the exact same stadium from The Dark Knight Rises?
Probably.
I feel like it's the same one.
Worst stolen footage.
Yeah.
And, like, it also was crumbling in almost the exact same way, so yeah, worst stolen
This
footage.
is the Room situation where they just took the footage shot for shot and just thought no one would notice.
That seems right.
This episode sponsored by The Room.
But every episode is sponsored by The Room.
You're tearing me apart, Lisa.
Oh gosh. Why did I destroy the stadiums first? That doesn't make any sense.
One flesh. One metal.
Sweatiest child and most broke up robot.
Why are the robots always dirty and then they're clean by the end of the movie?
It rains.
Wouldn't they rust? I don't know how cars work. Not that they're cars.
They're like, I don't know, their metals, their metallurgy is weird. I don't think they ever touch on that.
Well, worst dirtiest I don't know. Why
They're
is it
also not
rusty?
cars, they're aliens.
That robot looks like it, like, just fucking landed north of the wall and, like, got reawakened by the fucking, the Night King.
Hey, the Night King. Shout out to my homie.
They're taking that shit to Westeros.
Yeah, that's pretty upsetting.
Also, if they're from space, why do they look so humanistic?
Yeah, why would they design themselves like that at all? I'm gonna vote this for worst side profile, because you know if you turn this to the side, there's no profile in that robot's face. Why would you make it look like that? That's terrifying. There's just a giant circle. It's upsetting.
Worst zombie robot is what I'm
Yeah.
gonna call that.
Worst explanation on why they
Worst
don't
Michael
get clean.
Jackson profile.
Oh, yeah. Or best Michael Jackson profile. Unclear.
The best Michael Jackson robot?
I think so. He's missing the wig.
I miss Michael Jackson.
Oh my god.
Everybody misses Michael Jackson.
Please put a pin in that. I have a new show for you guys to watch that I think we should all watch together. There's only 5 episodes, and this reminds me of it, but I don't want to sidetrack.
Any more than normal.
Any more than normal sidetracking.
Okay, do we need to watch it again? I really don't feel like there was much to this.
No,
Yeah,
this
I'm
is
kinda
awful.
down.
No wonder this was nominated for a Razzie. This is the worst trailer I've ever seen. Worst trailer.
Yeah, actually, I nominated for worst
Yeah,
trailer.
like, what the fuck, guys? Where's the explosions?
Worst Stranger Things ripoff for
Yeah.
kids.
One obviously angsty girl.
Worst setup for technophilia.
Yeah.
One flesh, one metal.
Yeah, why do they keep doing that?
Like 50 Shades of Grey metal.
Oh, gray metal. I would watch that.
They don't call her Anastasia Steele for nothing.
Okay, we're writing that movie. Nobody steal it. All rights reserved. We're redoing that.
Patent
movie.
That is
pending.
our
Patent
fan
pending.
fiction.
We're gonna act it out ourselves. It's gonna be good. We'll invent the robot.
Just like a shitty cardboard robot suit and be like, I am Anastasia Steele.
Yeah.
And Christian Grey is obviously the human for no reason.
No, but you have to do it like Bumblebee, where you just like whistle and play like car music, and like someone translates for you.
Oh,
Or
that's
everything
it.
you say is like broken parts of like songs and stuff, so like really inappropriate mashed up together.
Just pony over and over again.
Alright, back on subject. Back on subject. Most boring activity at a baseball field that's not baseball.
Yeah.
Yes. Although I feel like, was that a football field?
I don't fucking know.
Worst.
No, that was a
Who's
baseball
sports
field.
here?
Baseball, the
Not
diamond shape.
Isn't it
Football's
the same
long.
thing?
Oh, that's right. You're right. Never mind. Yes.
You know we're gay when.
Worst robot cornrows.
Best robot Cornwall.
Worst tragedy at a sporting event since Fergie sang the national anthem. Did you guys hear that?
Oh
Yeah, did you guys hear that this weekend? Oh my god.
no. Yeah, no, I
What anthem was that?
oh no.
At me, Fergie. Let's fight. I declare beef.
Have you seen, you guys know the Proud Family, right?
Yes.
Mhm.
Have you seen that video?
Comparing her to the Uncle Bobby,
Singing at the football game?
he sang it better.
Somebody, like, reposted it on Twitter and captioned it, in case you missed Fergie's performance this weekend.
We should link that.
Screamed.
We'll link that clip. How topical of us, huh?
We're so with it.
So with it and young and trendy. Like the hip kids do, am I right? Hashtag that, am I right, kids?
Anyways, next
movie.
Let's move on to something else. Let's mix it up. And
Yes!
go to Boo to a Medea Halloween.
I have nothing bad about
Lord.
this,
Based
to say
off
about this one.
Black Panther coming out, we wanted a little diversity, so this
Well,
will be
it's
good.
also nominated, so
It
like,
should be nominated for all the Razzies. Stop making Medea movies.
I don't understand why they're still funny.
They're
I never thought they
hilarious.
were
They're
funny.
so funny.
A man
Loves
wearing a dress
these.
is not that funny, but fine. Let Tyler Perry have it. Mr.
Alright.
Two First Names.
I think they're funny.
Are we ready?
Yes, go ahead.
There's a party tonight. Sound like Derek.
Where the people got killed? Are you crazy?
It's gonna be super creepy and scary. That's why it's gonna be lit.
I'm so excited.
You believe it's 14?
So, okay, I have
Yeah.
a lot, there's a lot wrong with this.
Yeah, I
Okay,
have
first
more
of all,
questions than anything.
Foozy Tube is in this movie? Absolutely the fuck not. Worst Foozy fucking cameo.
That's it. Just worst
Okay.
Foozy.
I
Worst
feel
Foozy.
like everyone just shut up and let Felicia go.
Secondly, where the fuck is Medea?
Yeah, that's
She's
true.
not in this movie.
Worst appearance by Medea.
Or best appearance by Medea.
It's worst intro to Twilight. That was definitely the same
Actually.
forest. I don't know if anyone noticed. How much Twihards out there.
Intro.
Also, worst, I don't know, 50-year-olds playing high schoolers. Like, I don't know, man. That guy had a full beard, but like an old man beard. That was not good. Come on, Medea. You've made so much
Receding
movie.
hairline.
Yeah, you can like hire people who are at least in their 20s to play high schoolers. Like, come on. And then Tyler Perry played himself instead of playing Medea.
Oh, okay. Is anybody actually reading what it says? So yet again, the global demand for moose will be met largely by the U.S. and Canada. The recession hit states is taking comfort in its moose growth figures with gross production.
I mean, if there's one thing us Canadians have a lot of, it's moose.
But that's a different. Is that the right kind of moose?
Uh,
That's animal moose, right?
What the
Yeah,
what kind
is
of
it-
moose could it be?
Like
Like
the dessert.
Oh,
moose?
no.
no, that's with the U.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, it's worse. It's the animal.
Or the hair gel.
I think that's also with a U.
Don't bury the lead or whatever. 14 bodies found by officials
Who
near
wrote
Lake
this?
Derrick campsite.
Worst article by register staff? Is that supposed to be a
Worst
name or is that
news.
from a thing?
And now it's talking about arable land, Mongolia, Beijing. I feel like
Beijing
no.
and what country right next to it?
Ulaanbaatar.
Oh, good. Worst made up country. Come on, man.
What? It's a real country.
That whole country at me. I don't believe you exist.
It came as a shock, as you might imagine. This was written by a 5-year-old.
Yeah.
Who the fuck is registered, staff?
That's
Staff,
not even-
register?
That's not a
Mr.
name.
Staff, I have some issues with your writing style.
He goes by Reggie.
Oh, God.
His parents were really fond of like cash systems, so they named their child Register.
Oh. Wait, does Shields... Yeah, no, this whole thing makes no sense, especially when you see the name of the newspaper there.
His dad's name is DeShields.
It's a black family.
Also, like, so it's supposed. I guess it's like a parody of Friday the 13th kind of thing. Campsite, murder, teens.
Except featuring Medea, so it's a million times worse.
But the thing, did the Friday the 13th have like that high of a body count? Like 14 is like excessive.
Yeah, also 13 would have been
In
like,
one
a better
weekend?
number. That's true. Nobody freaked out more that 14 dead bodies were found.
And they're concerned about the demand for moose. These people don't have their priorities straight.
Yeah, remember if there's like one dead body found out here, it'll be all over the news for months because people are afraid. 14, they're like, let's write a bad article by a 5-year-old.
It's also set in the States, so remember that it's different.
That's true.
In
People
Canada,
die
we're
everywhere.
like...
Oh, only 14? Shit.
It's true, people don't
That's
die
not
here
that
very much.
mad.
Nobody ever dies here. You just respawn as somebody else. It's Canada, that's the rules. I didn't make them.
It's Canada in the 2010s. Anything is possible.
Anything is possible. Mostly just respawning.
I feel like that should be your new catchphrase. Anything's possible.
Mm-hmm.
It's blank.
Oh, that's yours?
I don't make the rules.
that is actually the ongoing catchphrase.
Alright,
Oh.
we'll revisit the 30 seconds, or the 10
There's a party
seconds and
tonight,
see.
sounds like Derek.
Where the people got killed? Are you crazy?
It's gonna be super creepy and scary. That's why it's gonna be lit.
I'm so
Worst Mila Kunis lookalike.
You believe this? 14.
Okay, I'm also gonna say worst costume design. Why are the girls wearing like uniforms and the guys aren't? They don't go to the same school. This is garbage.
None of them go to that school. They're all just hanging out outside of it.
So they're like older kids that just hang around the high school to pick up 16-year-old girls.
They're actually their own age, just dressing up to hang around a high school.
Largest
They're
amount.
cosplay, they're LARPing for high school.
They're LARPing high school. Worst.
Then I go to math class.
Worst LARP. Well, it makes that actually that is worse than that Harry Potter LARP that we saw that thing on. Yeah, the Harry Potter LARP where you can go for like a weekend and they send you to wizarding school.
Okay, first of all, can we just put a message out there for Harry Potter fans? Because didn't it end like 10 years ago? Like, I've had enough. If I have to hear one more thing, like, I'm Hufflepuff. I don't care. Harry Potter should die. Kill everyone. I hope Harry Potter's a racist. I want the series to die. It ended forever ago. I hate Harry Potter fans. I hate everyone who read the book. And J.K. Rowling at me. She's my new nemesis. More than Kevin Bacon. I hate the series.
Okay, so just putting that out
You
there,
gotta mirror it.
Amira doesn't speak for the group.
Amira speaks for the whole group. We all want Harry Potter to die.
She
Send us hate mail. We want it.
She does not. J.K. Rowling, I want to meet you at some point.
No, she's the worst. She's recently problematic, so actually she could choke. So. And that's all I have for
I'm so,
Medea.
as a Ravenclaw, I am so offended.
Oh my god. Oh my god. It's the worst series to ever happen since Star Wars. No, I love Star Wars.
I was also I call shenanigans of that because like Twilight, 50 Shades of Grey.
At least those fandoms died when they should have. Why are we still talking about Harry Potter? Did Harry do anything new recently? No, just in book 7?
still
Okay. Then, no, was Harry in that? No, he was Hermione with the whole gang. They weren't. Were any other houses there? No. So like,
In what?
in the new movie, were any of those houses
Oh, the
in it?
Fantastic
No, they
Beasts,
go
no.
to the States entirely new school. So let the Harry Potter
They
Well,
didn't
there's
mention the
also
stuff.
not even like a school in the
burn
new
the
ones.
school down. I hate it so like it's enough. Butterbeer my ass. I hate that. That's my new catchphrase. Hashtag on that. Am I right, kids?
Oh no! I don't know.
Butterbeer my ass.
Yeah,
Butterbeer.
that's actually a pretty good catchphrase. I'm gonna keep that one.
All right. Well, I feel like Medea's like we didn't even get to see Medea, so worst trailer. This also goes up for worst
Worst
trailer.
trailer.
I'm
Also,
still gonna see the movie.
I'm not sure how I got to Harry Potter on that, but thank you.
I don't know how we got there either.
I don't know, but I felt very strongly about it. So.
We'll listen back to this and then figure it out.
Oh god.
Okay, we're gonna change gears and go with Mother.
I like
Okay.
what this movie's about. I didn't watch it, but I read the whole thing.
I couldn't get through it.
Yeah,
Okay, so
I heard it was weird.
Before it even starts, worst fingering.
Best finger bang.
Worst finger.
Worst hole for fingering.
Why is it in lowercase? Never mind, I read about this. Go ahead. The exclamation point is more confusing.
Yeah, get in there.
Nasty.
Worst check for if they
Ugh.
douched.
Please.
Worst forehead.
Oh my god, I was gonna say. Jesus
Like,
Christ.
fix
Jennifer
that wig,
Lawrence.
girl. Like,
Yeah, that's not.
pull it forward.
Worst appearance.
This is the worst fucking script. No one said a single word in 10 seconds.
That's true. Worst appearance by my husband, Javier Bardem, at me. I really love him for no reason at all.
I feel like your new catchphrase is at me.
At me. I'm just, curious if anyone will say anything. Mostly hate mail, probably.
What's his name? Javier what?
Javier Bardem.
How you say Bardem?
I feel like she's just gonna be
married,
like,
actually.
oh, if you need to know how to spell it, just check the tattoo on my stomach.
I wish, but he's married to Penelope Cruz, so
I feel like that's not how you pronounce that.
that's how she says her own name, really nasally. I am Penelope Cruz. By Nespresso.
Wasn't she in that soap opera Passions?
I don't know, but she's in American Horror Story and she does that lisp all the time.
She's not
Yanni.
an American Horror Story.
Oh,
she's
American Crab Story, that's the one.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
I was close.
No.
Same people. Close.
Get your horror
Same.
story straight.
Oh, it's close. Right.
Horror Story,
this.
Crime Story, same.
Same.
Those are the ugliest fucking windows and door.
Yeah. I'm also gonna say worst mother. Where was she? There was no appearance of a mother.
She was too busy fingering
Ugh.
that carpet.
It's upsetting.
Like worst lesbian analogy because she was fingering the rug,
That's true.
and then she checked to make sure it was clean.
The rug didn't seem to
Shark
like it.
Week.
It was. No, it wasn't Shark Week. There was no blood.
Wasn't she
okay.
fingering blood?
I thought it was nothing. Like it's so
Least
quick.
Little blood drop. That's
Unclear.
what
We're gonna
I
have to
thought
go
it
back to debate it. I thought there was blood.
Least amount of stimulation in that rug.
She didn't even know where the clitoris was.
That's true.
It's so rude. Just banging around in there. No
Speaking
idea
of
what
bangs,
she's
Can we
doing.
come back to the forehead?
was. Fuck.
Biggest forehead.
Why would they film it like that? Cut her
Then
forehead
what the
or
fuck
give
is
her
that?
bangs? Yeah, dude. There's blood or something in there.
Mhm.
Maybe it's the pooper. I don't think you know.
She smells it after.
We do not call butts poopers
Oh.
over here.
Please.
Have you seen what that guy looks like? Creepy as hell.
Man, these trailers are straight ass.
Yeah, I think we know why
We're
they all
only
got
watching
nominated for
10
Razzies.
seconds.
I know, but like, we got best sweep out of that first movie, and like this one's like worst fucking forehead.
Yeah, it's true. But it was a bad forehead. To
The
be fair.
Razzies
That was
just.
a lot of fun.
I mean, these whole trailers are exactly why they didn't get nominated for shit.
Yeah.
That's why they're up for Razzies and not for something good. They couldn't even put together a proper trailer.
It's true.
I'm
Like,
so angry.
A proper 10 seconds of a trailer.
Right!
Like every random 10 seconds of your trailer needs to be perfect. Otherwise, I'm
No.
not interested.
The other ones were good. This is awful. Also, Jennifer Lawrence is awful, so this movie was never going to go anywhere.
Weird use of cut screens.
Yeah, I don't know. about
Yeah,
this.
worst atmosphere. Like it was going. It seems like it was pitched as like a horror movie, but like
Yeah, but it's not.
It-
It's actually super biblical.
I mean, the Bible's full of horror.
No, but okay, you're gonna create God and Mother, so we pick Javier Bardem to play God. Really? That makes sense to anybody but me. Okay. Stupid.
Yeah, I feel like everything's just gonna be nominated for worst trailer because like I'm just really unimpressed by any of these trailers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Be a legit competition.
Bullshit.
Too legit or good.
Yeah.
No. Yeah. This got nominated for a Razzie.
Sure did.
Tragic.
Shocking.
Zac Efron's in this, and the other movie he was in was nominated for an Oscar and some Golden Globes.
You can be nominated in.
I know, but for some reason that hurts me when it's both in the same year.
This is Baywatch, by the way, just because
Oh.
people can't see it. It's Baywatch. All right.
Drugs. Murder. And all this started once Leeds took over.
I thought we were lifeguards. Everything that you guys are talking about sounds like a really entertaining but far-fetched TV show.
Okay. First of all, worst use of cut screens again.
Yeah.
Fucking why does Zac Efron look like the situation?
Yeah, he looks awful. Worst tan?
Also, why mention murder and drugs and not show murder or drugs?
Murder everyone and then snort coke off the dead bodies. That's what I would do as the director. Let's get it together, Baywatch.
Worst meta narration where he's talking
Yeah.
about how ridiculous the idea is.
Oh, I hate that.
Worst meta what?
Narration. Because he was like, this makes no sense. And you're like, yes, it doesn't. So I don't understand why you made this a thing because you knew it doesn't make sense. Like, your character's calling out how little sense this makes.
I hate that.
In that first, 30 seconds or whatever, not the first 2 seconds, second 32, her, lips are, way overlined, so worst lip lining
Yeah.
is what I'm nominating that for.
Also, why does The Rock look like he's balding here? I know he's actually bald, but he usually looks like young person bald. Here, he looks like old dude bald. So worst bald rock head? I don't know. I'm not in love with how he looks in this series.
He just has a small head for the rest of his body.
But he looked good in like Jumanji, like all those trailers. Like, oh, look at the Rock, look like fit and shit. This, it's like, look at this old guy with like tattoos that look bad. What's going on? I like the Rock, but this is
At
not.
me.
I know I want him, but I don't want to fight the Rock. I'd be so sad if he did. So
She's just in a feisty fighting mood today, isn't she?
I don't like any of the actors, any of this. The actors.
The actors, the thespians.
Oh my god, I love that word so much. Look at him! It's such an old guy.
You know what?
He has like no neck.
You know what I think it is? Didn't he have a little bit of like facial hair kind of stubble in the Jumanji one?
Maybe.
And I feel like the stubble cuts that, and he doesn't
peanuts?
look like he doesn't kind of look like a penis, like a really thick penis.
Yes, he does.
Because in this picture, in this it's second 30. His head looks like a dick coming out of someone's pants. Like,
Okay,
that looks like the zipper.
I don't think he looks like a dick. I think he looks like a thumb.
Ooh.
Okay.
Did
Sure.
you guys ever see Spy Kids where the thumbs, where they're all thumb, like every limb that they have is thumbs? I think that's The Rock.
I'm gonna name this thickest penis / thumb head.
Yes.
And that's the thing, I feel like if he had, like, even 5 o'clock shadow, because it's, like, smooth. Even if there was 5 o'clock shadow, it would just, like, shape his face better.
But it makes sense that he shaves it because then he can swim faster.
He would be more aqua dynamic.
He's a lifeguard.
That's true, but also yuck.
He shaved everywhere.
I'll nominate it worst comeback for a thumb. They've been gone for like 20 years. It's been a
I
while,
feel like
right?
everybody's gonna be too young to get that reference.
I don't even know how to like dumb that down because it's like you saw it or you didn't. Well, Google it. Like I said, I'm not your mom.
I'm not gonna Google things for you.
Yeah, I'm just gonna spoon feed you Google kids.
No more sugar for Mira before starting one of these things.
Drugs, murder. And all this started once Leeds took over.
I thought we were lifeguards. Everything that you guys are talking about sounds like a really entertaining but far-fetched TV show.
This bleach job by Zach.
Are we going to talk about that cleavage?
I was just thinking that. There's so much, like, cleavage, and none of it was...
I wasn't into
Like,
it.
her hair was
Favorable.
bouncing, but those boobs weren't.
I know. Girl, I did not like her boobs. Worst boobs.
Stiffest boobs.
That's actually better. They weren't the worst boobs. We saw Goldie Hawn in that.
But we didn't see Goldie Hawn's
Burqa.
boobs. They were completely
No.
covered up.
Me
Goldie
too.
Hawn in the fashionable burqa, so unclear.
In the white lady burqa.
I should have nominated it for that.
Worst cultural appropriation. She
Yeah,
made a
that's
white
true.
lady burqa.
That's true. It wasn't even nice. Yeah.
I'm just gonna go back to that for a second.
It's important.
Snatched. Worst
Who's
cultural
Alexandra Daddario?
She's the one with like the really intense eyes. She was in Percy Jackson.
Okay, you know your movie's bad when that's the second name that you're trying to use to grab people into the movie. We have The Rock and someone you've seen in one movie before. Like,
Aside from like Zac Efron being
no,
your
but why would you
second
put Zac
head.
Efron's name there? I actually know who that is. Most people kind of know, right? Young people know who that is, right?
Alexandra Daddario. Wasn't she like from like some?
She a Disney kid? Is that
I
what you-
don't know. I know her from Percy Jackson. I know because her eyes are super like weirdly intense all the time.
Mm,
And then I don't know.
well, should put Zac Efron there. Worst no.
I feel like the movie should be nominated for like worst reboot. Like I don't think
Oh.
Baywatch needed another
No.
go. And it doesn't have Pamela Anderson.
Yep, which would have made sense. Or the other one, the Hasselhoff, the Hoff.
David Hasselhoff. He should have at least been in it,
Or
and
his
He
son.
probably will be in it.
or if he.
Oh.
He has a cameo in everything.
Oh, that's
so-
true. We didn't actually watch the movie. Well, I'm saying worst cameo by Pamela Anderson and David Hasselhoff now. They didn't need it.
Even if they're absent.
I don't know. Someone tell me.
At me.
Unless he was busy, you know,
My mom's not
working
here right
on
now. Google
another
it for me.
Piranha movie.
That's
sorry.
what moms are for. Google.
I'm sorry, PJ. What were you saying? I was.
I
laughing.
said unless he's busy working on another Piranha movie.
Oh.
Or he just got really tired of eating a cheeseburger.
Next week we're watching videos of David Hasselhoff.
Eating cheeseburger.
Maybe we should do that. What else we got?
Anything.
Oh, I saw this movie.
I saw
This
it.
is the Mummy.
So I'm already gonna start with where the fuck is Brendan Fraser? I'm pissed.
This
You can't make
Brendan
a
Fraser
murder
doesn't know
movie.
her.
This is also for worst reboot. I would argue As someone who's not seen Baywatch but has seen this is definitely much worse a reboot.
Yeah, I mean, Brendan Fraser's wasn't, like, the greatest, but I think it was, especially
That's
the
why
first
it was
one.
awful. It's like, the movie was subpar. I liked it, but, like, come on.
You
They didn't
can't
have-
make a mummy movie without Brendan Fraser.
Yeah.
Where are you gonna debate that shit?
It's true. And the
These
guy-
are his movies. I'm
Also,
pissed.
that guy who played his brother-in-law, the squirrely one, I like that guy.
You couldn't even, like, make him, like, the actual mummy.
Oh, Brendan Fraser's the... Well, that might be awful.
That actually
They go to
would have been
Egypt,
hilarious.
They open it, it's Brendan Fraser. I'm the mummy. I just feel like he's a bad actor.
So pissed.
Or if he was, like, because there's, like, the love interest in, like, in the past, it would have been him, because it would have made no sense because he does not have the complexion to pull off Egyptian. It would have been really funny.
It's him and the woman who played his wife in the first movie. And then when you go modern day, it's a young brown-skinned woman playing the mummy. Never explain it. We should write a movie. I think it would be good. I'd watch that. Right.
Side project. Side project.
Nobody steal that. All rights reserved.
Patent pending.
Just in case.
Should be your new catchphrase.
Patent
Seriously.
pending. It'll be on a t-shirt. Patent pending.
I'd wear that.
Alright.
This isn't a tomb. It's a prison. Nick!
This is the most amount of white people I've seen in Egypt.
Yeah. Also, worse sarcophagus. Like, that's not how they looked at all. I mean, I know it's irrelevant, but is it... Why would it have a scary face on top of it? Has anyone seen what these look like? That's not what they look like.
Most historically inaccurate.
Yes.
Worst
Westerners meddling in things they didn't need to be in again.
Worst colonization.
Worst.
Worst
kind of-
use of colonizers.
But kind of best, because then they got attacked by the thing they brought back. It's attacking us. Yeah, you shouldn't have taken it in the first place. That's why we said don't touch it. Stupid. Worst Tom Cruise.
I was gonna say, like, I was gonna try and go somewhere with, like, religion, especially because he's, like, Scientologist. This is, like, in this universe, the Egyptian religion is, like, a real thing.
We're
Like,
gonna
it's
get
real.
fucking flagged now.
Why?
You use the S word.
At me.
Scientology.
It feels good, doesn't it? Don't take on Scientology. It will ruin your life. Do you see that? Never mind.
Yeah. No.
We love Scientology. Just kidding.
I wasn't actually saying anything bad about it. I was just saying, as a Scientologist, especially because they're so devout, it's weird that he was in a movie that portrays another religion being correct.
That's true.
That's why I'm like, somebody who's like super devout doing something that is about a religion that is in their universe a real thing. It's weird to me
It's true.
that
But
he would have
also,
signed up for
we
it.
should talk Scientology. We're not famous enough for them to come after us.
Nah.
They win nothing for doing this. But this whole movie was such a pile of garbage.
He should have just stuck to making the next Mission Impossible movie.
Yeah, it's not all his.
I mean, that and he did Jack Reacher, whatever the hell. Jack Reach Around, the jerk-off military movie.
Jack the Ripper, where he played the serial killer in the 1800s.
Sure.
I'm pretty sure it's that. Not gonna Google it.
Like, it sounds right to me.
Sounds right.
Also, like, worst use of, was it, the Rolling Stones? Because
What?
they were saying Painted Black by the Rolling, like, that's the background music.
What?
Yeah, really, like, we'll play it one more time, you can listen
You
to
can
it.
play. Never mind. I don't know what Egyptian music is. You can play the Egyptian song from the Tchaikovsky thing.
This isn't a tomb.
Oh, it
It's a
is.
prison. Nick!
I'm
Yeah.
so mad. I'm so mad.
That's a good song.
This movie's a bag of shit.
They should have just done their own original soundtracks, so no one had to associate this movie with those songs.
Yeah, okay, so, like, worst, like, most sellout.
Yeah.
I guess they actually get to be nominated with Goldie Hawn for, like, most, or, like, worst excuse for paycheck.
Yeah, that's pretty bad.
Sorry, Rolling Stones, or whoever owns your property rights right now, because, like,
I'm going to nominate this movie for worst fucking use of cutscenes. Why the fuck can't anyone just make...
That's true.
Like, just show me something instead of show me black screen.
Yeah.
Like, there's a lot of black screen between...
Yeah.
Come
Do what they
on!
did in Birdman. No cutscenes at all. Just follow everything straight. You guys see that? It was really disorienting.
No, but I saw the horror movie one with
No.
Elizabeth Olsen.
I did not see that.
But it's the same thing. It's like one camera shot, and it goes like, and it's
one looks like it was filmed all at once. Where Birdman it's although it is one scene, it's clearly filmed differently.
Yeah, no, the other one was filmed in like an hour and a half. Like they did, and it was like at sunset too. So like you had like the sun progressively getting lower in the sky in the background the whole time. So it's like actually filmed within like an hour and a half. It was really, really well done, actually.
Oh, I thought we were gonna nominate that for.
No, it was actually really.
Razzie.
It's actually really good. I recommend it.
Can't watch horror movies alone.
It's anyway.
So scary.
It's not that scary, but anyway, back to the Mummy.
Back to the Mummy, the worst one so far.
That's
debatable.
That is a tall.
No,
that's
here's
a tall
what
order.
We haven't even gotten to 50 Shades of Grey yet.
Okay, I said so far. Okay.
And the Emoji Movie's still up here.
That's fair. But this movie I actually saw, so this is why, one, I'm really angry. Two, I really loved the original Mummy series. Three,
Same.
I learned to love Tom Cruise because I saw The Minority Report way later than everyone else saw it. I saw it like 3 years ago, and I was like, whoa, Tom Cruise is kind of cute. And then he came back as this old shit, and I'm so mad. I just... No.
Worst.
Worst aging progression by Tom Cruise.
I want to say
Although-
worst Kevin Bacon cameo, not
It's
actually
true.
Kevin Bacon.
It's true.
I'm also because we've all almost all seen the movie. Has everyone seen the movie?
It's not scary, Felicia. You could watch this one.
It's
Yeah, I know.
Boring.
It's the worst forced movie universe.
Yeah.
The scene where they try to like, here's the creature from the Black Lagoon. Here's Jekyll and Hyde. Here's the Wolfman. Here's Dracula. You're like, ugh, stop it.
Here's
It's supposed to be
Leonidas
organic,
from
and this is like trying to shove a lot of cameos into a movie so that.
Yeah.
Also, Jekyll and Hyde, I can't even talk about it. I have a huge crush on Russell Crowe, and like I can't handle his scenes.
Wait,
said
what was the one
worst
he was
what?
in?
Worst forced movie universe.
Is he the one who was in Sparta, or is he the one who was in the other one?
Gladiator.
He's in Gladiator. Oh, I hate him.
I didn't.
He played Javert.
Oh,
Don't you
yeah.
forget his name.
I didn't watch Les Mis there. I saw Les Mis as the play. Wow. So long.
See, my thing was I never liked him, and then I saw him in Les Mis. Actually, was the time where I was like, I had I had to come to terms with it when I was watching the movie, going, "Holy shit, he's hot now." I was like, I never thought he was attractive, and like everyone was saying his like most attractive was like Robin Hood and Gladiator, and I was like, no, he was gross in those movies, and then now I see him like as like aged, and he was like, I'm like, oh shit.
A daddy snack.
Oh, and the worst part is, I don't know, there's this, a girl tweeted at him, like, years ago, and they were like, oh my god, Russell Crowe's so hot, and he tweeted back to her, and he was like, I'm the guy your mother warned you about, and I was like, my mom never warned me.
I wish you could zoom in on my face right now. Like, yuck. Can we worst Russell Crowe ever to exist ever?
It's not even in the trailer.
Yeah, but you know he's in the movie, right?
He's
Spoiler.
he's actually kind of a selling feature because it's really only him and Tom Cruise that are like big names in this movie.
It's true.
I don't
Shout
know
out
who
to
she
the,
is.
Egyptian girl who was in it got to wear cool body paint, but also worst mummy.
She also plays like a French girl in Atomic Blonde. Weirdly enough.
I'm giving this the worst for the diversity again because that's I thought they were gonna get it with the Egyptian girl, but obviously no.
I don't know if she's French or Egyptian. I just know she played a French girl in Atomic Blonde.
I'm gonna go with French because I will not Google it. There's one thing I don't do here, it's research.
She probably has like Egyptian in her background.
The way I have Chinese
So
in my
she's-
background.
So she's practically Egyptian.
Oh no, I actually have Chinese in my background, but it's so faint it doesn't count.
Worst Oscar Martinez.
No, Javier Bardem. I forgot he was in this. No.
So is this the worst usage of Javier Bardem?
Yeah, at least it made sense when he was playing God. In my worlds, sure. Let's go.
Oh wait.
What number Pirates of the Caribbean is this?
5.
Caribbean? Is there correct?
Depends. Are you Jamaican or are you white?
Unclear. For the listeners, am I? Which one?
So worst use of Javier.
You need to
Comes
stop
to like a
correcting
whisper.
that. Do you speak Spanish?
I understand. My Spanish is really good. My comprehension's good. My speaking is crap. Or como se dice en español, el crap.
Patent pending. So many
bun? That sucks.
Do you think is it actually a man bun, or is it just like...
Oh, if it's just his hair slicks back, it's gonna be so much
Probably a
worse.
ponytail.
I think he turns into like a weird sea monster in this, though.
Well, let's find out.
We're not gonna see. What?
Who the fuck is that?
Is
That's
that
not
young
Johnny
Jack
Depp.
Sparrow? It's young, yeah, it's young Jack Sparrow. Oh, God. Oh, we got to see.
Worst gingivitis.
Most scurvy. I nominate this one for most in need of vitamin C.
Oh, God. Yeah, that was the worst young Jack Sparrow ever. Just have Johnny Depp play young Jack Sparrow. That would have made more sense.
Doesn't he have kids that could have done it?
Probably.
Do what they did in Benjamin Button. Pull his face back with, what's the thing you hold to a chip clip? Put makeup on it.
At least it'd be less creepy than when they did that to Professor Xavier and Magneto and X-Men, where they did give him the CGI facelift, and you're like,
those.
they were like,
Yikes.
they were glowing.
That's awful.
Like I think they were both pregnant. Like they had that new mom glow.
What do you mean? That made no sense. That was the worst death scene I've ever seen.
Okay, so worst young Johnny Depp
Yeah.
since Nightmare on Elm Street.
Oh, God. I'm gonna say, yeah, this is definitely the worst use of Javier Bardem. It definitely outtrumps the other one. Why'd you put all the makeup on him? He's a beautiful man with terrifying features. You guys see No Country for Old Men? He's actually a serial killer in that. That's where my love for him spawned. He's got, like, the coconut cut.
Okay, I'm just throwing this out there. I don't feel like you get to shame me for being attracted to Russell Crowe.
I will.
I don't feel like that's warranted when you're like Javier Bardem with the mushroom cut. You're like, I'm in.
Fight me. I will.
At me.
Do it again? My asthma. Oh, God.
Do you have your inhaler?
I'm not sure. Yeah, that's right. That's actually bad. Ugh.
Rage.
Ew.
So
It's just
I
the
also
worst.
feel like worst plot for a Pirates movie. Like
Yeah.
I get that the last one was also about Jack Sparrow's past.
Yeah, aren't they all? Jack Sparrow wronged some guy when he was younger, and now the guy came back as a weird sea creature.
But he wronged the girl, and then she ended up. Her dad was looking for the Fountain of Youth in the fourth one. Like
I only saw, I think, maybe the third. I saw the one where the only black girl turns into a giant, and then I don't remember what happens. I think I fell asleep.
yeah, that one wasn't necessarily Jack. It wasn't really Jack. Like something he did in the past catching up to him necessarily. Like the fourth one was 100% like he fucked up somebody in the past. And then they came back a call-in, and then this one is also his past is coming up to haunt it. Like, I get, move forward.
Yeah.
He fucks
also-
over lots of people now. Like,
yeah, didn't we start with that in the first movie? Just like, I'm the worst person, so like, did you remember you're the worst person who wronged me? No, I remembered. Fucking worst use of Johnny Depp in a trailer. Where was he? Am I right?
Considering I think he's like the first name that comes up whenever you see Pirates, I feel like he produces it now to make sure that the franchise doesn't die.
Okay, so Pirates 6, it's just Jack Sparrow running in circles, Penelope Cruz through. She is in this series, isn't she?
I believe so.
She's the new girl, and she got her husband in this. Oh, couple goals. Except she made him a dead thing, not a couple goals.
So I know that this is nominated for the Razzie for Worst Duo for Jack Sparrow or for Johnny Depp and his drunken pirate accents.
Yes.
I agree. I haven't seen it,
But we've seen him.
but I'm familiar.
I'm also going to nominate this for Worst Sequel, or... is that the only word? Is sequel only if it's 2? What if it's more?
No, I think it's just a sequel after that.
Worst
Again,
sequel.
it's just another sequel. Oh, is Transformers also up for a worst sequel?
No, Transformers 1 was bad. I don't know. No one wanted Transformers 2, and here we are at Transformers, 5. Pirates 1 was kind of good. Remember? The Black Pearl? Yeah, I was into that shit. Now, Pirates 5, this is what you did to my man.
I remember playing that in band.
I played that in band. Oh, fucking this girl. I hate her.
Anastasia.
What's her name in real life? Is it Dakota something? She could suck a dick.
I don't know. I don't Google that. I'm not your mother.
It's fair. On the suck a dick lead-in.
Worst
50 Shades.
potential for Rakuten.
Oh, yeah.
That
More
meant
stuff's
nothing
around
to
the
me
world.
before you.
Most clothed sex scenes?
Yeah. Do you like when he was just smelling her leg? Yeah.
He was liking it.
Oh, looked like he was smelling it.
What
Either
kind
way,
of dom?
I'm not turned
What
on.
kind of dom licks your sub's feet? That is not a thing that doms do.
First dom sub balance.
I'm gonna say worst sex since Black China.
Oh, she did look at that dick poorly. Everyone's writing about that. She's a pretty girl. She doesn't need to suck dick well. I stand by that statement. I really like her, so I'll defend her forever. So
As a gay guy, I don't care how hot you are. You need to be able to suck a dick.
that's fair.
But gay guy standards are different than straight girl standards.
Straight guy's got nothing going on.
PJ, stop doing that. We're in the middle of a thing.
I'm not doing anything.
You need to stop.
I'm gonna nominate it for worst rom-com.
Worst rom-com.
Could be a rom-com, but it's a bad one.
Worst sex education film.
It's true. Tongue goes on the leg. Why would someone
Worst
licking your
leg
leg
shave.
turn anyone on? Yeah.
Worst reason to shave.
Leg shave. He like comes out up on there and his tongue's all bleeding and shit. He's like, fuck, he's got a mirror leg.
Highest, like, grit sandpaper legs.
Ugh. So what happened if it was my legs?
Worst exhibition for the clitoris, because, like, he just didn't really know where he was going.
Yeah. But also, does licking your leg turn anyone on?
No.
No.
I want someone to tell me that's like a fetish for them. I have no feeling in my legs like that at all.
Why don't you lick my leg and I'll tell you.
Honestly, dude, people have so much leg hair that would freak me out so much.
I feel like it's worst or most missed opportunity to have my inner goddess talking. Like, I actually feel like this movie would have been better if there was, like, a tiny, like, voice in her head that was always talking and doing all the, like, narrations of, like, I'm doing backflips and, like, I'm cheering you on, or I'm doing the Macarena, because apparently that's a thing it does at one point in the thing. I'm pretty sure I remember reading somewhere where they're like, my inner goddess is doing the Macarena while she's getting, like...
Jessica Parker from, like, Sex and the City as her... inner monologue.
That is all. That is actually more than this movie deserves. That and the fact that it ruined a Beyonce song in the first movie, and then it ruins another song for the sequel, and then it ruined another one for the third one. So like, I nominated for like most. How do you even word that?
Destruction to the music industry.
Yes, most corrupted good music.
Yeah, that's fair.
Actually, and then Mummy is also nominated for that.
That's true.
So yeah, we've got two.
I want that with the voices, but then you find out in 50 Shades 40, because that's how many movies they're going to make, that she's actually just schizophrenic and the voice is like a totally other person. What a fun twist for a horror movie at the end.
Narrated by Patrick Stewart.
I would love that.
Have you heard Gilbert Gottfried read the book?
Oh,
That's
yeah.
so funny.
I cringe every time I hear him talk. Why does he have a career?
Anybody reading this book is just the most ridiculous.
That's true. I'd watch it. Betty White read it.
Didn't she actually do that? Hasn't everybody read it?
Oh, gross.
Like Morgan Freeman read it, or that guy who impersonates Morgan Freeman read it.
Nasty.
Gilbert Gottfried read it. Ella DeGeneres read it.
I don't really like
I feel like
it.
Betty White probably read it.
Read what?
The book, like, because people were doing like audio where they were just like reading the books.
Right.
George Takei read it.
Oh my.
Oh my. And yeah, and that's what he did every time there was a sex scene. He would just be like, oh my.
I love him. Oh, we should probably watch it again. But actually, I want to be best friends with George Takei. Can we?
At me.
Yeah, can we campaign for that? Because he's old, so. See what I mean?
Nothing to me before you.
Worst orgasm.
I was gonna say worst fake orgasm.
Worst
You did not
on-screen
come from him.
chemistry.
That's true.
Like, they just, every scene, you're just like, they don't want to touch each other.
Just please stop touching me.
I feel like he farted on her one day during the filming and she just, like, never got over it.
That's what I would do. Unrelated but related, in like Hunger Games, when Jennifer Lawrence and whoever the love interest was had to play, she would eat onions and stuff right before kissing, and I wonder if maybe they did that here.
Wait, PETA?
I don't know. I forgot what happened.
Or
in that
like
series.
Liam
It was the
The other
Hemsworth.
one, the Hemsworth one. Yeah,
Yeah.
she would like eat a bunch of like shitty food and then make him kiss her because
Why?
she's Satan. Because like that's only funny to you. He probably actually threw up. You're not that pretty and you're gross. Like come on. But maybe she did that, or like she actually smells like that.
Maybe that was to cover up the bad smell.
Here's a nice tuna smell to cover my body odor. Oh, nice.
All right, we've got 2 more left.
Yay!
Justice League.
I still haven't seen this. I fell asleep in the first 10 minutes, so let's...
That's a great sign.
And the whole thing, my family doesn't like Ben Affleck, so it's really hard to watch movies with him in it.
All right.
Ben Affleck doesn't like Ben Affleck.
Hey.
Where's
Olivia
fucking
Pope's dad?
cutscenes?
Where are they?
Oh, that's a weird... Okay.
Worst
Okay.
use of Jason Momoa.
Best use
But
of
he
Jason
wasn't
Momoa.
wearing a
He
shirt.
was shirtless and in water. I'm happy.
Okay, fine.
But that being said, there are lots. Oh no, wait, that's Namor. Never mind. Fuck it.
It's what?
Namor's like the Marvel version, and the Marvel version one just wears a little Speedo, and like I feel like if they would have given Jason Momoa that outfit, I feel like the movie would have done better.
Give him no outfit and just blur out the naughty bits.
He could just be like the Modest Venus thing, where like there's always like water splashing, or like his staff is always in the way. Like you could angle that so you never see his junk as much as you want it.
Tarzan with him as Tarzan with the little directors.
Okay, so director, if you're out there, Jason Momoa needs less clothing. So
Less
worst
clothing.
costume, Jason
Yeah.
Momoa. Too much
Too much
clothing.
clothing.
Overdressed.
Overdressed.
Yeah.
Man, we sound thirsty.
I am.
Just a little.
Worst use of Olivia Pope's dad, if anyone watches Scandal. That guy's actually a murderer, and now he's dad to some cyborg. Not loving it. I saw so I know that part. Which also, I know it's not in this, but their cyborg doesn't make any sense.
You haven't even seen the whole movie yet.
No, but I saw the beginning when I was just looking at him, what he physically looks like. Why are there not more human parts of him left? I watched the part where they explain that. Didn't make no sense. Why is he so... Like, I get in the pictures, but I mean, for the way that they set up the scenario, it doesn't make any sense.
Yeah. It's a design choice.
Or why would we make him just all alien so he doesn't look like a freak of nature, but fine, whatever.
I don't know. It's part of his character, I guess.
No, that's stupid. They wrote it in bad. They should have done what they did in Iron Man, where the plot made sense to me, why he had the thing in his chest, you know what I mean? Stupid. Worst movie by DC. Oh, it's not, though.
Oh, no. I'm sorry. There's Green Lantern and Catwoman.
Yeah, but they didn't come out this year, so... Of all the ones that came out this year, aka just Justice League, I think.
No, because Wonder Woman came out this year.
Yeah, this is comparably like much worse than Wonder Woman.
Wonder Woman was watchable and good. This
Yeah.
was terrible.
Exactly. Worst movie by DC. I stand by it.
Alright, let's watch this piece of shit one more time.
I can't even.
Worst Ben Affleck.
It just that in every
He spelled
movie.
Fat Affleck.
5 seconds of this whole 10 seconds is just a fucking blank screen.
Is that Cyborg in the back?
Where are they?
Arthur Curry.
I bet this.
So the 10
Worst
seconds
Ben
also.
Affleck farting phase.
Yeah, that was not.
I do appreciate that the 10 seconds that we got did show the 2 most attractive people from the movie.
Who's the
Oh.
second attractive person?
Gal.
I know. I was gonna fight you for a second. I was like, oh my god.
Gal Gadot.
Better
She's
be not.
gorgeous.
I thought you were talking about the human shin over there.
Human shit.
He's fucking all chin and gray hair. I am not here for it.
Oh wow. Just the human shit. Like I thought that title had been appointed to Jay Leno, but
He's not in a movie this year, so it goes to Ben Affleck.
for the human chin.
Jason Momoa looks really good there, so I'm having a hard time critiquing this movie. It's
Yeah.
very Dothraki-esque there.
He's distracting.
Me gusta.
Can
Yeah.
you get it? Yes.
Can he get it?
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Smash
Hey.
it
I
down.
can go to London!
Golden ticket.
Yeah.
A golden ticket, love!
Yeah, that's all I got.
Yeah, I mean, without talking too much about like the actual film, because the film is just all kinds of things.
We'll watch it together
Ugh. If we
as a group. Si se puede. Did you ever see that Disney Channel movie?
what?
Oh, you didn't? Too bad. Is that an old person reference?
I don't know.
You guys didn't watch a lot of Disney Channel.
I didn't
It's
have
about
Disney
this-
Channel because I don't even think it existed when I was a kid.
Same, we had the Family
I watched this
Channel.
when I was in high school, okay? I have a sister's 10 years younger than me. I had nothing going on. Quick backstory.
The
There's
Family
this one
Channel?
Latina girl, and her grandma always says, si se puede, which means we can do it. And she used it for dumb scenarios like this one of watching Justice League together. It actually means we can do it, I think.
I don't know.
Spanish translation says, yes, it does.
I don't know, maybe. Maybe we'll have to do like a deep analysis breakdown of how
What's the
shitty it
drinking
is.
game?
Yeah, we'll wait it for the drinking game.
Yay! What's our last one? Oh, I know. I know.
Oh.
Yeah,
Why
it's
did you
the
leave this
emoji.
one to the end?
Because it was the shittiest. I arguably feel like it's the worst of all of them because I don't know. I feel like it was even more lazy and stupid than any of the other movies that came out.
I love how much everyone hates this movie, but it's a kid's movie. Like, we go so hard for it. Just like, fucking worst thing to happen to cinema. I'm like, it's for kids, man. Like,
Doesn't mean that kids' movies can't be good.
no, but I mean, like, we're being really aggressively adult about it. I'm like, maybe the kids liked it, dude. Like, let's all ease up. But every review is like, fucking nightmare. Just everyone's Gordon Ramsay on this movie. I love it.
No, because like no one's gonna look back on this movie when they're like in their 20s and be like, oh my god, I like loved it, like a cult classic thing.
It's true.
Like when we look back on like Labyrinth or like things that we watched when we were kids, we're like,
I'm not
oh,
the same age. I have no idea.
you never saw Labyrinth?
Not the same age as you. I don't know what that is.
David Bowie?
I don't know. Okay, well, I don't like him, so we'll have to fight on that. But
Oh my
no, I
god,
don't
how
watch
are we
him.
only 3 years apart?
Is that right?
We're only 3 years apart.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Well,
I can't explain you.
lots of Disney. All right, the best movie of the night.
Sidebar, Jim Henson was bought by Disney, so technically it is Disney now. So like just before we go on further, it is Disney property now. So like let's not
David Bowie
even.
can suck a dick.
Worst use of popcorn not in my mouth right now.
Ooh, yeah, we should be eating more popcorn.
Alright, let's go to
Pardon
the
my emotion. Check this out.
Son, please tell me you weren't laughing just now. What if you get sent out on the phone, making a wrong?
Worst impression of my dad.
Like laziest
Oh.
gag. Laziest gag.
I love fart jokes in movies because you know it's still funny like a million years later. Farts.
But it was
That's
lazy.
horrible comedy.
The wind emoji behind the
Fart jokes
elephant.
are never not lazy. It's never like, oh, like an intelligent fart joke. It's like, what about passing gas? Am I right? Sure. This looks like a dumb premise for a movie. I'm into it.
It doesn't look like it is a dumb premise for a movie. Especially because, like, who would want an emoji that, like, periodically changes its expression just based on how the emoji feels?
So, is it he's supposed to be sad or whatever?
He's
his
the meh
parents were?
emoji.
The what?
Like, the meh emoji.
That's what his parents are?
Yeah. That's why they're, like,
so like you
monotone.
as an emoji.
No, her emoji would be the eye roll emoji.
Yeah, I think that would be more. Is
The
there an
poo
eating
emoji.
emoji?
It's a
The
pool
pregnant
emoji.
one, but it's just filled with food.
just one that's eating but also eye rolling.
Is there a devil that's
Is
eating
there
an
a
eye rolling?
lasagna emoji?
It's true. That would be the one.
There probably is a lasagna emoji. But
Um,
no, he's the meh emoji, and then the thing is that he doesn't want to be meh because he has feelings.
Wow. I couldn't imagine what that's like, feeling.
It's like they're trying to recreate that one movie with about the feelings that was really
Inside
good.
Out.
Yeah, that movie was so good. And then you
that
put
movie
this
was
shit out.
emotionally devastating.
It was.
It was a cinematic masterpiece of love and friendship.
Thank you. And then they put this shit out. They just try to recreate it. Ooh.
I call everything a cinematic masterpiece.
Well, I would agree with you.
So are we also calling this like worst use of? This also has like the worst. This is the what is it? How do we word it? The most or like worst excuse for a paycheck. T.J. Miller, Patrick Stewart, worst excuse for a paycheck.
I did like T.J. Miller, but he's problematic now too. Worst use of feelings, I would say. Worst misuse of feelings? Maybe that's right.
Yeah, I can't. I don't like. This is also kind of capitalizing on like Wreck-It Ralph, where it's
Yeah.
like
I haven't
inside.
seen that, but
You haven't seen
Really
it.
good.
It's so good.
guys,
and the
there's so
sequels-
many movies.
I kn-
Okay, there's so many movies every year, and I really.
I almost cried watching Wreck-It Ralph. Like
This
at
is
the
not selling
end.
me on the movie
That's
class.
fair. I almost did too. I was pretty upset. I was like, I just want him to be happy.
He's ready to sacrifice himself for the little candy girl.
Wow, I'm not gonna watch the movie.
I
now.
literally
Thank you,
haven't
guys.
watched the last 10 minutes of the movie. You just ruined it for me. I watched the whole movie except for like
It
the last
has
10
been
minutes.
out
that's
for
a little
like
bit your
6
fault.
years.
I haven't seen
Fucking
the
get
movie,
over it. It's like somebody spoiling The Sixth Sense. At this point, it's too fucking late for you.
To be fair, the spoilers out for that one aren't really the spoilers. Like I see the dead people. That's the spoiler, but it's not
Don't
really.
ruin it.
That's not the spoiler.
Yeah, I know, but I feel like that's like the most classic. Like I haven't really.
Like,
I've seen the movie, but I mean, even when I
Have
saw
you
it, I
seen
was like,
The
I didn't
Sixth
know.
Sense?
Yeah.
Is
Like-
that he
No.
was dead all along?
No, I saw the movie, but I've never heard anyone be like, "Oh, that he's dead all along."
Yeah,
Like, that's not like a classic.
you-
Too bad if you haven't seen the movie. It came out about like 20 fucking years ago.
That's what I was literally just gonna say that, like, if that's
Spoiler.
a spoiler for you, like, too fucking
Yeah,
bad.
Google it. Come on, man. If the movie came out within the last 5 years, we're gonna spoil it.
Yeah.
I also don't even, like, Wreck-It Ralph's is older than 5 years ago, right?
Yeah, I saw that
Easily.
like when I saw that. I was dating my last boyfriend when I saw that movie. It was a while ago.
So, like, I'm 100% like, it's too fucking bad if it's a spoiler at this point. Like,
Yes.
it's too long.
You have 12 months, and then it's too bad.
In this day and age, you have, like, a weekend,
Disagree.
if
I'll
that.
get mad immediately.
This is coming
if
from the
you
girl
spoil
who
it.
has literally seen 0 movies.
I've seen 0 movies. I'll get mad if you ruin them for me. But I understand the rules of spoilers, so.
Well, yeah, and you're also, like, you're the guy... You're the
What?
girl who deletes Instagram
That's
because
true.
you take a weekend to catch up on shit and you don't want to be spoiled.
Yeah, but it wasn't spoiled for me, so. You know.
Yeah, but you can't delete Instagram every weekend. Every weekend a movie comes out.
Are you the Instagram police? I think I can. Methinks I can.
I mean, you can, but like, what kind of life is that? You remember how bored you were that weekend? That weekend was
I
awful
almost
for
read a
you.
book.
Like-
thing.
Okay, books. It's not the year 1800. Yes, the Emoji Movie.
So one more go through, and then I think
Do we
that's-
have-
Is there a hot dog emoji?
Yes.
Son, please tell me you weren't laughing just now. What if you get sent out?
That's
on
really
the
bad.
Oh
phone?
God, it's like his
Okay,
mom
I
wants to
have-
speak to the manager. How
No.
do I categorize that?
Okay, the mom looks like the Long Island medium.
Teresa Caputo.
Yeah. Does she
I
not?
fucking love her. We
Is
should all
there
go
is there a
for
worst
her.
cameo?
Worst cameo.
Teresa Caputo.
Long Island
Not any
medium.
real. Oh,
Just inspired by.
it would be a bad cameo by
I
her.
wonder if
but
she
she's a
knew the
goddess
movie
and
was
she
going to do
would've-
so bad. So poorly.
Well, if she was a good psychic, she would have.
She's a great psychic. Nobody say anything about Teresa Caputo. I'd love to meet her one day.
You defend a lot of people from Jersey.
Yeah.
Well, she's from Long Island, but
It's kind of the worst place in the world.
I don't know what to do with you.
I don't
have anything else, but
I don't know, this just looks like the worst fucking movie. Like, is that an award just worst fucking movie ever?
I feel like that could be.
Even The Room had some, like, comedic value to it.
Well, I mean, it's. And the worst part is like, of the trailers, it's not the worst trailer. It's just
That's true.
the movie I'm infuriated by.
Yeah.
It didn't have any fucking black screens.
On the upside,
On the upside, it didn't rely on black screens. It actually showed you footage from the movie.
That's true. But the cut scenes were, like, really weird and
Also-
unnecessary.
Most inappropriate laugh. That laugh that he did not sound like TJ Miller laughing. Right?
Wait, is that who's playing the head?
Yeah. Him. That's TJ Miller.
Oh my god, TJ.
But that laugh that came out of it, that was not TJ Miller's laugh.
It was just him screaming into the microphone for the voiceover. Alright, well that's, yeah.
Did they know it was going to be bad when they did it? Like, did Patrick Stewart talk up to him and be like, this is going to be great? Or was he like...
maybe he's like so old that he just doesn't give a shit anymore. He needs something to like supplement his like UK pension.
Well, he did say something about it being, like, his grandkids were really excited about it. So, like, maybe he did it for
That's
his
so
grandkids.
cute.
Oh.
Like how, what's-his-face?
Gandalf.
No, Matthew McConaughey did Kubo and the Two Strings because it was, like, the only kids movie he's ever done
Okay,
because
I
of
was
because of
way
his kids. And he wanted a movie that his kids could actually go see because, like, they don't really take kids to go see, like, Dallas Buyers Club.
Right,
So,
great movie though.
he was like, I'm going to do this one kids movie, and the kids didn't like it.
Oh.
That
They
movie
weren't,
won a
like, they weren't
fucking Oscar.
interested.
He should pummel the kids in the face. That was a good movie. I didn't see it, but it was nominated for an Oscar, so
Which
obviously
one?
it was good. Kubo and the Two Strings?
Yeah, well, the movie's beautiful. If you haven't seen it, you need to watch it.
I
Yeah, it was
didn't want to
really
watch it. I think it beat out Moana, and I felt strongly about it, so I didn't feel like watching
But
it.
if you watch it, though, you can see why it beat up Moana.
I couldn't see why any movie would beat out Moana, so...
How did they... It took, like, 7 years to make that movie. Because it's stop-motion animation. They had to, like, invent new techniques of stop-motion to make that movie a thing.
Moana was a beautiful story about a Polynesian princess just trying to find herself in this tumultuous world and also save her people. I don't understand how there could be a better movie than that. It was a good movie!
I'm not saying it wasn't a good movie. I'm just saying Kubo and the Two Strings was also a very good movie.
Disagree.
You haven't even seen it. You don't get to...
I can still disagree. Too bad that's not up for a Razzie this year, am I right? I don't know, it came out like 7 years ago. I'm not sure. Right? Enough years. 3, 2.
Some time ago.
Right. Do we have any closing thoughts on the Emoji movie?
Fucking
boo.
is shit.
Yeah, I'm over.
Where's the poop emoji? That's how I feel
emoji,
about
yeah.
this
all the
movie.
way.
Worst shit cameo.
So I guess, yeah, so that was the Razzie episode, I
I
guess.
felt strongly about the last one there.
There was a lot. This was a shitty mess.
So do we want to go over what everything was nominated
Holy
for?
fuck.
No.
We will post it all on the screen. Can we do that?
On the screen?
Right here.
Is that hard?
For if you are watching this on YouTube.
Yeah, I guess on the I feel like on the YouTube one we would have just like I could just add like we can add them in as they get nominated. So,
Oh,
like,
good.
So that one we could do. If you're listening to this as a podcast, just like I hope you took notes.
Yeah. We're going to have our post-review show.
Oh yeah, no, there's like because we have a bunch of the ones that are like nominated for multiple different things, or there's multiple things nominated in the same category. So we posted like a winners or a losers, I guess, of like who was like I don't even remember
Who wore it best?
who wore it best.
That sounds about right.
But yeah, that would be happening soon-ish.
Eventually.
I don't know. It'll be out. Just wait for that. I guess that brings us to the conclusion of this week's episode.
Like and subscribe.
Yeah, like
It's
and
not
subscribe
optional, do
and share. I mean,
Share.
sharing is caring, so you should do that.
Tell your friends.
Sharing's like herpes. You should just give it to all your friends.
Oh.
It's the glitter of podcasts.
It's the glitter of podcasts.
Oh, that's the tagline. That's a shitty mess.
All right, see you guys next week.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.